Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Listen and Learn segment. I'm here with Bonita Starkey. She is the founder and owner, CEO of Keystar Insurance. Is that correct?
That's correct.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Bonita. Tell us a little bit of how long you've been doing insurance, and so we can know about your business.
Well, my name, as you said, is Bonita Starkey. I've been in business with Keystar Insurance for about 16 years now.
Okay, wow.
Okay, here in Youngstown, Ohio. I started up and through the game, and I am a broker now.
Okay, perfect.
Which allows me to work for my clients. So I've gone from just home and auto to being a little more involved in the lives and trying to help people to be more established financially and otherwise.
Yeah. Now, a lot of people don't understand that insurance agents have to be very, very qualified. They have to be very professional. So tell us a little bit about the qualifications that you have to have so people can learn to trust what you're doing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, that's a large order. There's sales, of course,
Sales.
learning to determine what a person's issue is and what it is that they're looking for. And then there's the product knowledge to know how to manipulate my products to be able to come up with a solution for the different problems that there are. A lot of people think that insurance is just for death, it's just for people that they leave behind, but that is no longer the case. Life insurance does a whole lot more now.
Yeah.
It does a whole lot more. It has living benefits, which means that there's money available to use while you're alive.
Yeah.
To accomplish certain goals in your life, to put yourself forward and to set your family up as they come up.
Okay, so you're dealing with all aspects of the insurance market. Is that correct?
Well, life insurance fills a financial need. When you say all sectors, that means
because
not claims.
this is why I asked this question, because everybody, like, give an example, like Geico will have auto insurance. State Farm will have maybe life insurance, or Aflac will have. So tell us a little bit about what you specialize in, what types of specializes. Because
I
there's
have
so many.
home and auto insurance as well, specialty products, boats, motorcycles, things of that nature. Like I said, the life insurance, annuities.
Yeah. So what do you see in the market happening right now? Do you see just a lack of financial knowledge? Do you see a lack? Okay, so you see this yourself?
Absolutely.
Now speak on that a little bit about what you're seeing in the market, especially when you're trying to talk to a client.
Well, there are a lot of people, like I said, who are not aware outside of the death benefit what a life insurance policy really does. There are lots of people that don't have an estate plan. That is the biggest thing that I'm doing now. We're on the radio now. At 4:30 to 5 o'clock on Sundays.
Okay, perfect.
87.7 FM.
Perfect.
And it's called Continuous Currency Concepts.
Yeah.
There we talk about concepts, processes, and policies that lead to a continuous flow of cash.
Yeah.
And you can have a life insurance policy, but if you're constantly pension off of it, pulling off of it, then it's not going to replenish itself.
Yeah.
So that money at some point is not going to be there. And to have a comfortable future, I believe that most people, even if they have not voiced it, definitely don't want to run out of money.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's different things for different people. That maybe some people want to travel the world, some people just don't want to worry about money.
Yeah.
Don't want to worry about being evicted, don't want to worry about having to pay their rent for themselves or their family. Okay. Now I speak about the family as well because the policy is designed to take care of our families as well, which is where the estate plan comes in.
Okay.
And most people do not have it. I've got a new webinar. They're coming along, a new program. I'm going to be doing it, some online and then some will be in person. And it's called the Guided Asset Protection Obtain-a-thon. Okay? What an obtain-a-thon is, we're going to get together, we're going to obtain an estate plan. And it is free with the life insurance policy. And it does not, unlike a lot of people think that a estate plan is just a will and
life insurance?
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Think that it's just the will of life insurance, but it goes beyond that. There is the advanced directive. How long do you want to be on life support, if at all.
Yeah.
When are your wishes? I want to be cremated. What do you want to? Who do you want to take over your finances if you should become incapacitated?
Yeah. Like your paralegal.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So you can put all of that in place. There's no fighting between the family. There's no probate.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of these things, and the state is going to take care of it for you.
Yeah.
And how good is your family going to feel if they're sitting on the sidelines watching the state make plans for your financial and medical affairs?
Well, they can have all this taken care of with an insurance policy.
With an estate plan, absolutely.
Now tell us a little bit about your prices. A little bit about your price. Are your plans affordable? Are you able to do that? Price?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But that goes along with the type of policy that each individual gets. Some would want higher face amounts than others. So, and whether they're a smoker, men always pay more than women. You know, it's just a lot of other little nuances in there. But it is affordable. Like I said, the estate plan comes along with it.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. It's just a matter of getting together to do it. And we walk them through that so they don't have to worry about where do I go to get this? Who can I trust to do it? Is it going to be correct? Is it going to be complete? Am I still going, is my family, not me, is my family going to have to deal with probate at some point? This totally eliminates that. I always like to talk about a lot of these celebrities who don't have it in place. Aretha Franklin, she did not have a will in place. She started 3 or 4 of them, but she didn't complete them.
Really?
She did not complete them. And it took 3 or 4 years for probate to... Her kids were known to even have physical fights. They had physical fights about this, and I unfortunately wouldn't have been surprised if somebody had killed each other when millions of dollars are involved.
Now this is serious what you're talking about here, because people often live their life not planning for whether to die. They think they're going to live forever, and a lot of the kids don't have when their parents are gone. We just had COVID, and a lot of people died, and they did not have anything backed up, any money. They didn't, and some people left something, or the lawyer may run off with. So talk about that a little bit. Is that happening quite a bit in your business?
Absolutely. Wow. Absolutely. That's just it. Like you said, people don't know. They don't know who to go to. And a lot of people think too that they're too young, that they don't have enough for an estate. Everybody has an estate. An estate is the things that you own. It's your house. If you're the primary breadwinner and something happens to you, where's your wife going to live? Where's your kids going to live?
So people are not planning, and that's what you see. And Bonita, you're making it affordable, and you're not only selling it, but you're informing them about the benefits.
I'm going a little further than that. I'm going to go out and hold your hand, and we're going to do this thing together. When you leave here, you're going to have it done. It's going to be done, legal, it's set up. Where's mama's papers? Do they know where they can find the life insurance policy? We're going to put that in the cloud for you, where everybody knows where to go and get their hands on what they need when they need it.
Now, do you make yourself available as a businesswoman, or
This is a program.
Oh, it's a program?
Yes,
okay,
we're
good.
Get together a group of people.
Good.
And I'll be doing this in several cities as well.
The last thing I wanted to touch on is that America is having a problem where they're saying that a lot of people are not financially literate. They're just not financially literate. Now, do you offer the terms? Are you acting as a mentor and a teacher when you're bringing on your clients?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. That's a big one. That's why I said we have 3 phases at Keystar Insurance. There is the building phase, which are the people who are currently working or still, building their next day. Then there's a saving. You have to save
financially.
Correct. And then there's the repetitive income, the investing. Do you have something? You need some avenue that is going to continue to bring in that cash, like I said, so that you don't run out.
So you don't run out.
Yes.
That's the last.
Like the gentleman spoke about earlier, properties. Investment properties, that's an excellent way. If you have 3 or 4 houses, then you know that so long as those houses are occupied, that you will have $200,000 every single month, regardless of what happens to Social Security, regardless of what happens to your pension plan if you have it.
That's amazing. So, as you've heard it from Bonita Starkey, now tell us how people can get in contact with you. Do you have a website and how they can get to know you so you can explain more, especially if they have any questions? We will do a question segment here shortly, but tell us how they can get in touch with you.
I can be contacted at area code 330-423-0220 or on the website at www.keystarinsurance.com.
Well, you've heard it from Bonita Starkey. Is there any last comments you want to make to especially the local community before we get to the question segment here shortly?
There is just no more excuse to not get that plan done. It's affordable, it's necessary, yes. And I'm here to walk you through it.
And I do want to say that even if somebody even just has a car, that's all they own. We're talking about assets. We were talking about things that you own. A lot of people do not plan just in case something happens and they have that car sitting there. Their kid might need it, their relative might need it, and nobody knows where, so this is what you're doing and this is what you're specializing in. So thank you so much for coming on and thank you for coming to this event. Thank Bonita Starkey. We'll be right back. Thank you for tuning in to Be There with B. Brian West. We'll be right back. Thank you, Bonita, for coming on the show.
Tune in and don't forget to subscribe to Method 8 Inc. YouTube channel. You can also watch free public entertainment. And don't forget to show some support by visiting www.method8inc.com by buying something, clicking something, watching something, or just reading something. You can also sponsor a program as well. That's www.method8inc.com. Buy stuff, watch stuff, or read stuff.
What does Method8inc.com Media Center have that I need?
Small prints, event consulting, photography, business consulting, technical consulting, entertainment consulting, fundraising advice, event videography, movies, news, publishing, media, books, entertainment, acting, broadcasting, public relations, access to the visual and performing arts, ink and black ink refills, audio recording, graphic design, theater, minor computer and cell phone repair, and they're located at 5648 Market Street in Boardman, Ohio from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. every Monday through Friday. The list goes on and on.
Method8inc.com. Buy stuff, watch stuff, or read stuff.
Oh yeah! And yes, we are chipmunks.
The top 5 questions for an insurance agent. So Ms. Bonita will answer. The first question is, what is my deductible?
A deductible is the amount of insurance that you take on, the insurer takes on. It says that I'm going to take responsibility for this amount of the damage that I cause if I should have an accident.
Okay, all right.
So let's say that you say your deductible is $500 or $1,000, $2,000, whatever it is. The insured is going to pay that amount before the insurance company is responsible for any amount. That's something that you choose, the individual chooses. Of course, the lower that it is, the higher the premium is going to be. And the higher your deductible, the lower your premium is going to be because you're taking on that much of the responsibility.
Great.
For
perfect.
How you're driving.
Okay, perfect. So she explained what's deductible. The next question out of the top 5 for an insurance agent is, what is my premium?
Premium is the cost of insurance. That's how much you're going to pay annually, yearly, quarterly, whatever mode that you choose.
Gotcha. All right, so she answered that question. Last 3 questions. What happens if I get in a car accident? They want to know the process. What happens? What should they do?
You should pull over first. You should never move. Don't fight the other individual.
Don't fight. You heard what she said. Don't move. Don't fight. Okay.
And call the police.
Call the police.
And they'll come out and take a report to determine who is at fault for the accident. And once the police get there, sometimes it's just not safe. It depends on who that other individual is. But you will be able to exchange information with them. Given who's at fault and the insurance companies that are involved, they're going to hash out who's going to pay who what.
Gotcha. Okay, so the last 2 questions out of the top 5 is, does my homeowner's insurance policy offer enough protection? And how, if it doesn't, how can I get it to?
Well, that depends on the type of policy that you get.
Okay.
There are what you call actual cash value, which is for the value of the house. Okay. Then there's replacement cost, which is what it would cost to replace the house if it were to totally burn down to the ground. That includes materials,
that's pretty good.
workmanship, what it would cost for labor, shrubs, everything. To totally rebuild that house is replacement cost. There are certain companies that some of your more known companies, the larger companies, Farmers, State Farm, Nationwide, those type of companies will only do replacement cost. If you don't want to replace your home, they don't want it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And then a lot of times people just want actual cash value when they have rental properties, because more than likely they're going to go and just buy another one.
Gotcha.
So a replacement cost policy is definitely more encompassing.
Assets and the house.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
That includes your things as well as the house, as well as if you're unable to stay in the house, there will be costs included.
Gotcha.
I mean, funds available
Yeah.
to put you up in a hotel until it is fixed.
Gotcha. Last question on the top 5 questions for an insurance agent is, when should it be time for me to consider a life insurance policy? That's the last question out of the top 5.
While mom is pregnant. Hear that, ladies? While mom is pregnant.
So as soon as they're about to bring life.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's...
If we did that more, well, first of all, the younger you are, the insured, the lower the cost is, and that stays forever. So if you get a policy for a child, until they increase the face amount, they are going to be locked in at that price.
Okay.
Now, they can always add to it.
Yeah.
And that addition would be priced according to the age that they are when they acquire it.
Gotcha.
But if they did absolutely nothing to it, they can incur all kinds of sicknesses, a heart attack and a stroke, but it would stay the same.
Amazing.
It would be locked in.
Yeah,
not
locked
to
in.
mention if it's a whole life policy. Well, it would be if you get it that age, because there are no term policies for kids.
Gotcha.
There are no term policies for kids. So that would accrue cash value.
Yeah. Over time.
So
you heard it from Bonita Starkey herself. She's going to add to it. Go ahead.
I'm going to add to that. Anytime that you are responsible for someone financially, or they're responsible for you, you should definitely have insurance.
Gotcha.
Moms, if your kids are irresponsible, your son is in the streets, handle it.
It's
going to come back.
It's going to come back on you. And you heard it, especially when it comes to finances, start as early as possible.
It goes for y'all mans too.
Men too. So thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Bonita. This is Youngstown Finest, Keystar Insurance, Miss Bonita Starkey. Thank you so much. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're out of here.
Have no fear, fellow citizens. The duty agents